Well, you have seen the political ads here on ABC 15, and we've seen Vice President Mike Pence and President Donald Trump visit our state here in the last week. It is a clear sign that Arizona will play a defining role in who will become our next president. Our three promises for covering this campaign for you here at ABC 15 is to give you a choice, to give you the facts, and to cut through the noise. So this morning, I'm going to do just that. I interviewed President Donald Trump in Yuma Tuesday for about 10 minutes in an exclusive one-on-one interview. We covered a lot of topics. So in each half hour for you this morning, I'm sharing parts of my interview with him, and then we will share the information from our team of political fact checkers. And we begin with the president on schools. I want to talk to you about education, because getting our kids back to school safely, it's highly political, it's extremely divisive. Here in Arizona, we've had health benchmarks. They were set, not met. Still, some schools are back on campus, and the kids, the teachers, parents like me, were caught in the middle. We had a school board member in Lake Havasu who wants schools open, and she said we need to have a conversation on what's an acceptable death count. Is she right?
I think that when you look at schools, it's a very unique situation. Young children, frankly, the younger they are, but they have a strong immune system, and they just don't have the problems. If you look at numbers, just statistically, you take 1%, and then it's a tiny fraction of 1%. These are the ones that have big problems. It's very, very little.
Pediatric numbers, the reports say they're up, and that's feeding some of this fear.
You mean that children
when it comes to the kids?
Yeah. I mean, I've heard that it's such a small number. We have to open our schools. Look, when you shut down, you have other problems. You have depression, you have alcohol, you have drugs, you have family squabbles, to put it nicely. You have a lot of bad things happen.
Our political insider team diving deeper into the COVID-19 numbers among children. The 1% mentioned by the president, it's a national number. Here in Arizona, it is difficult to get COVID-19 data for minors. Only Yavapai County shares this information. Here's what we do know. Children under the age of 13 make up 5% of all COVID cases there. Teenagers between the ages of 13 to 17 make up 7% of COVID cases. But our fact checkers also say that number may be skewed because of the number of kids who were infected at the Mingus Mountain Academy back in the spring. The Arizona Department of Health Services reports 12 people between the ages of infancy and 19 have died from COVID-19 in Yavapai County, meaning out of a group of 4,634 people infected, that's 0.002%. And new data from Dr. Anthony Fauci shows kids between the ages of 10 and 19 who contract COVID can spread it the same way that adults do. Well, the president also made mention of family squabbles or worse, and we've reported the skyrocketing numbers of domestic violence calls right here in Arizona during the pandemic. As for suicide and drug use, Dr. Kara Chris says the number of suicides and drug overdoses are up for the first 6 months, I should say, of the year. And in our next half hour, we're going to hear from President Trump on the mail ballot issue and the post office. Now, we understand those who do support the president say, or I should say, may be sensitive to the way that these reports are being handled. We are delivering on a promise, and I can also promise you personally that we will do the same for Joe Biden if he agrees to do an interview.